Hey, bud. Okay, overall the game was really good. Obviously the driver's not working nicely, but you'll see from this swing, the swing itself is not really that bad. It's a little bit of posture and a little bit of just really not watching the ball and trying to deliver the club nicely to the ball. Driver-wise, just a touch of excess face rotation, so we can see that face quite wide open already, and then we actually return to a very similar position on the downswing. See that face quite far open early in the swing. Plane and posture pretty good. Slightly across the line, but the right elbow is under control, so it's not a huge issue. And then change of direction, very good with the legs. Okay, club will be a little above the plane, parallel above. That's because it's across the line. That's absolutely fine. Okay, but there, obviously a little bit steep on the angle of attack, but mostly that club face wide open, so very hard to consistently strike and square the club from there. You can see how hard you had to work that club face. Okay, it's way too much rotation. Also the angle of attack a little bit out, but you can see the rest is actually pretty good. Okay, swing positions and stuff really good. A little bit of posture and just excess face rotation there through the hitting area. Okay, so that's what we'll be working on in the upcoming weeks. Okay, so here's a little iron shot. Just a little bit right for the draw. This was a decent shot. Finished actually just right of the flag. A lot of good stuff here, mate. So posture really good. Distance from the ball, excellent. Okay. Touch excess face rotation still. Okay, but obviously not as big of an issue with the irons. Alright. Set this club beautifully. Beautifully on line there. Nice and high. Flat left wrist. Change of direction with the left hip. Really good. Arm depth excellent. Right in the slot. Okay, so I've got a little bit of work to do on that face still. So that's where we're going to be focusing our energy in the next couple of weeks. But obviously great position there. Hips open. Club face square. Okay, a little softish release through the golf ball there, but that's absolutely fine. Alright, so just club face and then just a little bit of this posture. Okay, this is where some of the issues are coming in terms of your great shots versus your poor shots. So not really positional, just a little bit of excess body movement. Okay, up and away from the ball. Okay, that makes it a little bit difficult to consistently strike the ball how you want to. Okay, but overall it was much better. Very well done. Hey man, okay, so you can see from the videos there, a lot of good stuff. Obviously we saw out there on Sunday a lot of really good stuff. You don't have to do a lot, okay? There's a little bit of target reaction to happen, and obviously a little bit of excess face rotation, but it's under control. The body positions, the swing plane, the sequence are all really good. You started off so nicely. Was it bogey par, right? And then you started to fiddle and change stuff, and I don't understand why. We have been working on the same stuff for a long time, not a long time, but for a few months, and you don't have to necessarily execute perfectly all the time. That's not what the game is about. The game is about when you don't execute perfectly, how close were you to what you're trying to do, if that makes sense. So you can't hit sort of good shots or even great shots and then horrendous shots. You know what I'm saying? It's too stressful, it's too punishing score-wise, and it's too punishing emotionally. So, I just felt like, and that's part of your journey now, is learning to play the game better, but I just felt like you start off so nicely, not just to score, the shots you hit. You hit the greens properly, putting was good, it was all under control, and then you stood up and said, oh, now we need to work on the driver. No. If the driver's not working and you don't believe in it, then we work on that during our sessions. I feel like you could have kept playing the game. Anyway, so then sort of halfway through the back nine, our back nine, the front nine, then you did now decide to do that, but by that time you're a little bit fatigued and you're starting to get a little bit wild. So we just started to sort of come out of come out of our shots a little bit and not really watch to impact, strike the ball, and then release. Okay, so I think we can get that going for longer periods of time. Anyway, the rest of the game, the technique and stuff I'm really happy with. Obviously, we're going to work on the driver. Okay, it's a huge thing. Look, we can see from those videos there, a lot of it is just being able to control the club at higher speeds and probably control your body a little bit at higher speeds, that little stand up. So it's predominantly that, so that's fine. And then everything else I'm super happy with, man. Obviously the odd one, just a pull here and there. It's a little bit of the face, a little bit of target reaction, but it's all under control. Short game looking good. That little high pitch shot that we learned is just working a treat. So the game is really settling down nicely. Okay, so you've just got to get better now at watching the golf ball, reacting to the target, keeping your tempo and posture for longer periods of time. Okay, that's really what you have to work on more than, apart from obviously the drive. Okay.